Ober being pressured, 4 on the clock. Dunston wants it and skips it home. Thomas Dunston saw that lane the whole way. He has a hat trick, and Team USA is ahead now 7-5. A strong finish for Team USA as they beat Croatia last week. Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new counterattack brought to you by the Rudy Project and XX2I. Greg Mescall here with you. Coming off a week of water polo with Team USA. They lost the first 3 to Croatia but ended strong on their way to the Super Final. Let's get you caught up on the last 3 games with trips to Stanford, Westlake Village, and Long Beach. Bowen moving in, defender pulls it back and scores it. Biac had a hand on that, but couldn't stop it all the way. And Team USA on the board 1-0 with 90 seconds gone by here in the first quarter.
You can see the determination on Alex Bowen as he was swimming down the right side of the pool there. You can see in his eyes he wanted that goal. Pulls up, doesn't wait for the foul, and skips it just past the outstretched arms of Biac there, and USA on the board first.
Here's Azevedo again, tries to stuff it in near side, and he does. Score the goal for Azevedo, and a point to the crowd. And the power play score is there for the captain.
Speaking of quick releases, watch here. You see it in slow motion. Takes the ball right off the water, doesn't wait. Quick release, beats the blocker and the goalie near side for his first goal of the game.
A little over a minute to play, and Croatia's on the board. Lauren Fatovic hitting on the 6-on-5, and it's a 2-1 game now. Ilya Basic from the outside, and it's in. On the skip, and Croatia goes ahead 3-2, taking their first lead with 6:07 to play in the first half. As Dunston takes a look, great look inside, Cupido is there to stuff it home. On the dish from Dunston, it's a 4-3 lead for Team USA. Just an ordinary as Bowen controls. Bowen will wind up now, and what a shot from Alex Bowen, threading the needle, and he has put Team USA ahead 5-3.
Call it a day. Water polo is not one of those things you could just jump in and out of. As Xavi Garcia, bar
beautiful
in,
bar down and in, cuts it back to 2 at 6-4. Garcia, side starting to come even. In the meantime, stuffed home near side. We're all even at 6 on the skip. Lauren Fatovic. Cupido, a couple of big fakes to his Cal teammate Hooper, and he jams it home. Going cross cage, and Team USA back in front, 7-6. On the other end, hitting is Fatovic, and Croatia goes ahead 8-7. That one curled around the cage on the cross cage delivery. 2 seconds left here, so Barron's gonna have to toss it on the hand here. Looks like Vavic will get a chance to catch and shoot, and they're gonna run the clock, and that'll bring an end to the match, and Croatia takes it 8-7. So another close one here. Team USA keeps it closer than they did Friday evening, but in the end the result the same. After leading early on, it's a victory for Croatia, 8-7. Sides coming even now, exclusion is over, but Croatia takes advantage. Scored from the far side, and that is number 12, Xavi Garcia hitting. Dunston backdoor, Carnelia right in front, jams it in. Beautiful look, Dunston to Carnelia, leaking back door. And Team USA is on the board. In the first 2 games, able to connect. Bowen now breaking free. Bowen moving in and fires it off the water over the keeper's head. It's a 1-goal game. Here's Bowen with a look, gives off to Irving. He'll catch and shoot and score. Max Irving.
Like I said, I haven't seen him play before. And just a great shot there by, that was Petrovic.
Sides coming even. Dunston fakes and fires and scores. Thomas Dunston able to hit, as that looked to be a broken play after a couple of bobbles on the exclusion, but Team USA makes it work. Jokovic quickly down the pool, lob attempt. You can almost never lob on McQuinn Barron, but Croatia does there, and scoring it is Lauren Fatovic. Now Vavic from the outside, field blocked it in. Nolan McConnell will take it off the deflection, and it finds its way home. And Croatia is going to hang on here. Team USA had an opportunity in close. Nolan McConnell brought us to within 1. He couldn't tie it. And that is the end of this one. A 6-5 win for Croatia.
It's amazing to be able to play in front of my home fans, in front of all my friends, my family. I'm just really grateful for the experience to be able to come out here and to compete. I mean, we've been training really hard. I'm glad to be able to come out here and play.
Yeah, trying to keep an eye on things. Here's Bowen, and he buries it. Alex Bowen hitting from the outside, a 1-0 lead for Team USA. Jokovic comes near side now, around the horn. They work at 12 on the shot clock. Skip is in. We're drawn level 1-1 with 1:40 to go as Vukasevic hitting on the power play strike. Here's Dunston scoring, and Team USA ahead 2-1 with 29 seconds to play in the first quarter. A power play goal is there for the United States. DeTrain, Bowen going backdoor, great look, and puts it home.
Hard work, and you can be really anything you want. Oh.
Nice low skip there, and we're tied at 3. Ante Vukasevic hitting his second in this one, all even at 3, 2:35 to go here in the third. Threading inside, Dunston bobbles, regathers across the way. Here's Cornelia. Cornelia scoring, slides it past the keeper. And another for Team USA. They go in front 5-3 on the Nick Cornelia power play strike. Oh, trouble. Wolf came out, gambled, and lost. And it's a 1-goal game as Lonchar hits on the backhand. Vavic goes Irving, the skip, and they'll score it. That was enough to beat the keeper. Marcelic is going to protest, but that is a goal, and Team USA goes in front 6-4. The great extra pass. And Max Irving, the Long Beach native, is the recipient. Ober being pressured, 4 on the clock. Dunston wants it and skips it home. Thomas Dunston saw that lane the whole way. He has a hat trick, and Team USA is ahead now 7-5. Now 10 seconds left, and Team USA is going to end this series on a bright note. They will pick up their first victory against Croatia after losing 3 straight. That one sails high with 1 second left, and they'll put it in play, and that will do it. Team USA wins it 7-5 over Croatia, and they close out this 4-game set with a victory.
So there's defending silver medalists. It definitely helped us improve all aspects, even most importantly 5-on-6 defense. But it just really helped us build our confidence mostly for Russia.
You know, we give a lot of players opportunity to play, you know, and we're starting just a few weeks ago. We started a new season and still, you know, adjusting each other. So many new faces, new players, you know, and looking forward to the new season.
Team USA has departed California. They arrived in Russia over the weekend for the FINA World League Super Final competition underway. Team USA meeting Italy yesterday. Games continuing through the weekend. Streaming scheduled to be available for the final 2 days of action, available in the U.S. on beIN Sports Channel 7. You'll need your cable provider information to log in and watch those games. Here's a look at the roster for Team USA. One notable name missing, Luca Cupido, 2016 Olympian. He's finishing up schoolwork at Cal in Berkeley, expected to be part of the squad the rest of the summer. From there, we turn to the Calbus Cup. It's coming up this weekend at Long Beach State, so we're right back at the Ken Lindgren Pool. Here's a look at all the teams competing. We'll have live stats available via thefosh.net, so make sure you check that out this weekend and see which one of these squads can take home the first ever Calbus Cup crown. Major college water polo news this past weekend as UCLA women's water polo head coach Brandon Brooks announced he is stepping down. The coach since 2010, Brooks racked up a 202-41 record, 4 MPSF championships, 3 MPSF Coach of the Year honors, but never able to win an NCAA title. Did finish in second place on 3 different occasions, most recently this past season in Indianapolis. And now this creates one of the biggest openings in the game. Let the rumors swirl. Who will take this job? We'll keep you updated as that progresses. Moving on now to the Junior Olympics, and we are closing in on a month away from the world's largest water polo tournament. Tickets are on sale now for the Junior Olympics. Make sure you visit usawaterpolo.org and get your tickets to cheer on your favorite team at the world's largest water polo tournament this July. Now we turn back to the 2017 Masters National Championship in Riverside and get you caught up with some of the gold medal matches taking place at the Riverside Aquatics Complex. We started off first with the men's 50-plus match, Bay Area Masters, Sunset San Diego. This was a close one. After a BAM goal, Sunset turns to Larry Sanders. He scores on the dish from Peter McConville to tie the game at 1 in the first. Moments later, BAM's Jeffrey Lewis hits on the lob shot over the keeper. It's a 2-1 lead for the Bay Area. But Larry Sanders comes back again for Sunset San Diego. Up close angle here, hitting in the second quarter. We fast forward now to the fourth. McConville with the spin move. He ties the game 4-4 in the fourth. Back-to-back goals from BAM. First, Doug Robinson scores the lob shot. Then Paul Krajvanger on the dish from the keeper, Steve Moyer. BAM in front 6-4. One last rally from Sunset San Diego. McConville hits here, but too much BAM on this day. They take it 6-5. Afterwards, Mike Guarino on the game and why he loves Masters.
It's a hard-fought game. It was a close game. It was a one-goal game the whole way through, and we were able to pull it out in the end. I love the guys I play with. We hang out all the time together. It's just the best sport I've ever played. But I could go on and on. It's a fantastic sport to be a part of. I love the organization, US Water Polo. Love coming away, getting away on a weekend for Masters Nationals each year. This year we have a goal. We're going to go to Budapest, Hungary, and play in the Worlds. So we're really excited about that.
Now we go men's 40+, Darkside and Ventura. Ventura opens the scoring with a goal here. They lead 1-0. After another Ventura goal, Darkside gets on the board with this tally from Pablo Nichols. It's a 2-1 game. We move ahead now, second quarter action. Darkside up by 1, Omar Amar extending the lead by 2. Darkside ahead 4-2. Darkside turns back to the Olympian. Amar again on the dish from Darren Blizzard. It's a 5-3 lead. We close the second with a penalty shot from Darkside's Nichols. It's an 8-3 lead. Darkside is cruising. Ventura's Drew Netherton tries to close the gap. He scores early in the third, cutting it to 8-4. But Blizzard returns for Darkside, reining this one in, scoring with the redirect. It's a 9-4 lead for Darkside. Ventura gets 2 back. Here's Sismic scoring the 5th, but no dice the rest of the way. Darkside takes this one 9-6. Afterwards, Rick Fryer talking about the tough opponent and why Masters is a lifestyle.
Well, it was a tough one. We knew Ventura was going to bring a real tough team this year. They were strong last year, so we've been training real hard for the last few months and hoping to get the championship today. And so all the hard work paid off. We're really excited. Masters water polo is definitely a lifestyle, I think, for all of us. It keeps us in great shape. We have great friendships and relationships with just players on all the teams, and it's a really nice time for all of us to come together and compete against each other, but also have really good athleticism, things like that. So,
men's 30+, Newport Water Polo Foundation, the Olympic Club. It's Dan Klatt, the Olympian and the Team USA assistant, opening the scoring here for Newport 1-0. Olympic Club goes to Brian Dudley. He scores. This was highly debated. This goal counted, but it's on the board, 1-1. More Dudley scoring again, sailing this shot past several defending hands. It's a 2-1 lead for the Olympic Club. Just as teams getting even after a 6-on-5, Newport turns to John Dorfey. He buries it. We're tied at 2. More even scoring, tied at 3 going into the second, and Olympian Janai Kerr makes a huge save. He then assists Dreesen Barry for his next goal. It's a 4-3 game, Newport in front. Olympic Club turns back to Brian Dudley, has another here on the ricochet goal. We're tied at 4. Newport turns back to Dreesen Barry. He scores on the penalty shot, and Newport goes ahead 6-4. That'd be the last goal they'd score. We go to the fourth quarter where no goals were needed. Newport did the damage through 3 periods. Both keepers doing an excellent job, including Newport's Janai Kerr, who played through it with a broken finger. Afterwards, fellow Olympian Jeff Powers on playing with his fellow UC Irvine College buddies, and Olympic Club being a tough team to beat.
It's brutal. 6 games in 3 days when you're out of shape, but it was a lot of fun. O Club, great competitors. I think they're going to Budapest to represent the U.S. in the Masters National, so we wish them luck. But it was just a lot of fun playing out there. There was intensity. That's nice to see, especially with both teams showing that they care about water polo, and it's great to have that atmosphere even when in Masters, because you don't get that a lot here in the U.S., so it's a lot of fun.
Men's 20+ action, Olympic Club and LA Athletic Club, kind of like the National League. And speaking of which, National League high scorer Paul Reynolds in the mix here for the O Club, scores on the lob shot 1-0. LA Athletic Club turns to Ted Jang. He is quick to return fire on the redirect from Mark Vonderveit. 3-1 Olympic Club going into the second. We move ahead. Here's Reynolds back at it again, raising the score to 6-2 midway through the period. Olympic Club running away with it at this point. Colin Mulcahy beats the keeper. It's an 8-2 lead. LA Athletic Club trying to close the gap. They turn to Eric Carnahan. He capped up for Team USA last week. Brings it back here with a penalty shot to make it 8-3. LA Athletic Club turns to Clayton Snyder. He pops up for a quick goal in the third. 9-5 Olympic Club. We're in the third, and Olympic Club in great position here. They lead it 11-5. Fourth quarter action now. Oak Club's Lazar Andrich sees an open Reynolds. Finds him. Reynolds finds the back of the cage. 12-5. Now we skip ahead. Mulcahy spins to get around the keeper. Sinks the 13th goal of the match for the Olympic Club. They're ahead 13-5. Two more attempts from the LA Athletic Club. Here's Carnahan burying their 7th goal, but too much Olympic Club here. They take it 13-8. And after Marin Ballerin on playing the LA Athletic Club and being part of the Olympic Club.
Yeah, we played against LA Athletic Club. They're a new team, but a very competitive team. We've met them in National League and played a very tense game with them in National League. Just played them in the finals, hard-fought game, and we were able to pull it out in the end. It's an honor. I recently took over some leadership duties here, and it's awesome to have 30 guys, actually more like 100 guys that have the same mentality as me. Love playing and love staying in shape, and we're probably the most competitive pickup water polo game in the nation, so that's a pretty cool thing to be able to say.
Women's 30-plus Olympic Club versus OC Riptide, and who else but one of the all-time greats. Brenda Villa opens the scoring for the Olympic Club, rocketing this shot past the keeper. It's a 1-0 lead. After another Olympic Club goal, Riptide on the board. Sarah Renneker, 2-1 Olympic Club in front. Oak Club turns to Nicole Hughes later on. She'll score with the catch and release. 6-1 Olympic Club cruising. Adele McCarthy-Bouvet of Olympic Club puts this one over the keeper. It brushes her fingertips but can't be stopped. It's in the net. It's 7-2 Oak Club. More Hughes on a skip shot here, and the score is surging. 8-3 Olympic Club. Riptide turns to Danielle O'Toole. Don't mind the blurry footage. Someone must have bumped into the camera. Riptide has their 5th goal. But Olympic Club's Paige Lorenz would seal the deal here with one last tally. It's an 11-5 game after that score. And afterwards, the goalkeeper, Danielle Sartori, on the game and comparing their defense to those NBA champion Golden State Warriors.
We just had a great win on the championships games for the 30s. We're a team, we've been playing together for about 6 years, so it felt really good to play as a team the whole tournament. And I felt like we were like the Warriors, team defense, power in numbers, for sure, all weekend.
Last but not least, women's 20-plus gold. Bay Area Masters, OC Riptide. Tied 1-1 in the first. We move ahead second quarter. Riptide's Bridget Alvarez scores here. We're tied at 2. Bam turns to Tanya Gandy, the UCLA Bruin, in the third, going one-on-one with the keeper, makes it 3-2. 5:14 left in the third, and Bam's Stacey Werner extends the score to 4-2. OC turns to Kelsey Ferreira. She rallies and gets one back here, making it 5-3. And then OC turns to Anna Natalizo. She brings the game within one on a huge lob shot on the dish here from the keeper. It's a 5-4 game. Bam back to Werner. Back at it again with a lob with 5:19 left. It's a 6-4 lead for Bay Area. Kat Mandarino, USA Water Polo Zone, wrestling free from the defender, scores one here to bring Riptide within one, 6-5. But Bam goes back to Gandy. She walks the ball in, and she buries it, making it 7-5. Afterwards, the team captain, Gandy, joining us to talk about this team heading to World Masters and why they love the experience.
Well, this is a team we're going to be taking to Worlds, and we haven't really played with each other, but we all know each other really well. And we all work really hard and have a lot of pride, and really just focused on playing as a team this tournament. You have to come. It's an experience of a lifetime. Everyone's in the same position, and we're all supportive, and I just can't see a better weekend to do this.
And now we turn to our social media send-off, the way we end our show every week right here on The Counterattack. And don't forget, you can get involved. Use the hashtag Counterattack. We start things off first. Last week, USA and Croatia. Great crowds at every stop on this tour, ending in Long Beach. HB Water Polo was on the scene. They were excited to be there to cheer on Team USA. Chancellor Ramirez showing us what we've already always known. Water polo players are tough. He took a headbutt in the loss to Croatia in Westlake Village. But 6 stitches later, he's ready to roll. He's in Russia with Team USA. Harvard Westlake excited to have 2 of their alums in Russia this week for the Super Final in Ben Halleck and Johnny Hooper. Penn State incoming cornerback on the football team, DJ Brown, claims to be a great water polo player. In fact, the best water polo player. It says it right there in his bio. We challenged DJ to get in the water. He wants to know where tryouts are. We told him, hey, check with your school team first. Let's see how that goes. See if you are, in fact, the best player in the world. And now we go last week to ESPN Radio, the Ryan Russillo Show, joined by PFT commentator and Barstool Big Cat. PFT asked the important question, who wins in all-deep pool basketball? The men's national team or the Golden State Warriors? You be the judge. I think we know the answer to this. It's got to be Team USA. We head to Curtis High School in Washington State. Crazy story here on Sammy Abbott. He was headed to Long Beach State to play water polo, but the multi-sport athlete got drafted by the Chicago White Sox. Great story there. Remains to be seen what he will do. And last but not least, we go Flop Friday and Rockford with their submission here via Chad Greenberg. So there you have it, the best of what we saw on the internet this week with our social media send-off. Make sure you stay involved. Use the hashtag counterattack and tag us at USAWP. We'll share your stuff right here on the show. That'll do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.